Well, I went to the first one. It was a great feeling. It's a great vibe to be with a lot of the people here in Chicago who are doing a lot of the same things that I'm doing, and interested. So there's a bit of more community, than hanging out being a solitary guy in your basement writing code. Yeah, I think the difference at this one is there are more women here at this one. That's a big difference. What's really cool about it, though, this time around is that the vibe is still the same. It feels a lot like the first one, where a lot of people were just happy that we were kind of coming together and talking about our projects. A lot of the networking stuff, which, I kind of despise. I'm a solitary guy. I'd rather be in front of my monitor, but it's good to get out and talk with people who are doing a lot of the projects and stuff that you're seeing in the community. I work a day job, but on the side I have a podcast production company called Pale Groove. Sure, it's called Pale Groove Studios. It's available at palegroove.com. I produce podcasts for MTV Networks. I currently produce for 4 NFL Pro Bowl players. I produce for 2 NASCAR racing teams. We also do some other stuff for drink companies and a lot of other pilot and consulting. One of the really cool ones I would have to say would probably be our MTV work. And that was really cool because when they contacted me, I realized very quickly, these guys don't need me. They're huge, this Fortune 500 company. But they wanted to kind of have somebody that had a pulse on what was going on in podcasting. And that was February of 2005. What was really cool was they were doing really unique stuff and trying to get people out of the mode of being interviewed. So what we did was we would have them take the talent, whoever it was, like any of these famous musicians, and we'd throw them in a limo with a camera, and they'd put their buddy in the car with them, and we'd give them a list of questions, and they'd drive around Times Square. So then I get the video from it, so maybe they went shopping, maybe they did something else. We got a little footage, but we would just strip the audio out of it. But it was really helpful to get that feeling of what podcasting was, not so much as a medium, but as a genre. I got really lucky. I worked really hard at it. I did my own podcast, Croncast, for a long time. I'm nearing 300 episodes, so I make money indirectly. A lot of the work that I get comes from major agencies. Companies like Weber Shandwick, Campbell Ewald. These companies get approached by the people who are paying them, and they say, I really want to do this, how do we do it? And everybody says yes, and it starts to filter down because I can't produce it at this point in the game. So, I'm the end of the food chain, but I'm the guy that makes it happen. So I do a lot of the production, I consult with them, I work with the sports agents to help them get the athletes prepared. So it really works in, I do a show with my wife. My wife's really funny. She's been selling on eBay for a long time, so I've got her blogging and now in affiliate programs to make a little money. But we just share our lives with people, and it's genuine. It follows that podcasting model of being open and honest, and it works out. It's kind of creepy though, because when I meet people, they know more about me than anybody else on the street. So they'll have a tendency to say, "Do you remember when you said this?" No, I do 3 shows a week. I don't know. I don't remember. So it's kind of strange. And that's one of the things. I spoke at Portable Media Expo 2 weeks ago, which was a huge event for podcasters. And, I spoke on leveraging your knowledge as a podcast consultant. I was really speaking from the heart. And I took it from the basis that, to be successful in podcasting, you need to know how to do it, but you also need to know what to charge. And that's the thing. If you charge too little, the company they'll leave you. MTV left me, and I learned a lot from that experience. Learning how to charge and saying, I can't charge this little because I'm going to teach you how to do it, and I'm not going to get anything out of it. So, so you learn a lot. Starting from ground zero, I recommend one website to go to, which would be Podcast Rigs. It's run by a guy named Paul Figiani. He does a great job at getting, speccing out equipment, talking about hardware, software. Personally, I use the Sonic Foundry, which is now Sony Media Software products. So I edit in SoundForge, I master in Vegas, which is what it's now. And I do a lot of my other maintenance through either iTunes or other freeware that's out there. I strictly do audio. I can do video, but I prefer video, like the audio, just because I understand the medium, and it's what I really like to do.